good, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Manifesting with Karmic Sight Gal. My name is Shakayla, and here on my channel, I discuss manifesting the life you deserve to have, my process and journey to ascension, and of course, spirituality in general. If you are new here, welcome. I am so excited that you decided to join me today. If you can see from the description, today's reading is a pick a deck, okay? If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a big fat thumbs up, okay? When you support the channel, it supports me directly. It helps me to grow. And you know your girl's trying to get monetized. I am so close to 1,000 subscribers. And I just feel like if every last one of my followers follow me, I will be monetized already. But here we are. If you are part of the spiritual family, big hearts go out to you guys. I am eternally grateful for you. Thank you for being a part of my family. It means so much to me that you choose to kick it with me each and every week. It means so much to me that you adopted me into your family as I adopted you into mine. And I'm just really blessed to have y'all here with me. So the first thing before I get into the decks or anything, I want to talk about some channel messages. So I have been getting a lot of messages all week, and I feel like Spirit is communicating with me more just because today's Jupiter Day, right? Spirit is communicating with me more just because they want me to start pushing more messages out. There's something within me, my own ego, where I just don't want to be posting messages unless I really feel called to do so. And I think that my ego has been getting in the way of my calling, if that makes sense, okay? But specifically, so right now, today I decided to put on this hat. And I haven't worn this hat in forever. It's like this little beanie. And I've had this hat for maybe 15 or 13 years. And I actually, one of my roommate from when I was in the Navy gave it to me, and it's like one of the few things that I have for a long time. And so I feel like this week a lot of nostalgia is going to be coming up, or at least you'll have be reminiscent towards your past versions of yourself, okay? And one thing that it's going to push you to do is have some inner child healing. You know, it might even help open up your solar plexus chakra as you revisit and rethink about, those happy moments and things. And not in a way that your current reality isn't good enough, but just be like, wow, look how far that I've came, blah, blah, blah. This week on the podcast, we were discussing grief. And as we are changing and growing, we do tend to grieve past versions of ourselves, our old lives, people that we used to talk to, places that we used to be. And all of that is perfectly normal. It's just all about grounding yourself through those experiences, allowing yourself to feel how you feel, and just being present in your emotions. Like, what am I feeling? How can I support myself through this? And really just getting to the root of it, okay? Now, this is kind of sidetracker off the rest of the channel messages. But so when the Beyonce the Renaissance album first dropped, I was like, eh. I literally was disappointed. I really just wanted some R&B Beyonce. I do not like techno, disco, club music. It's just not my steez. And I just was like, what is this? Is she just trying to be with the trends, or what's going on? Because Drake dropped his album too, and it was just the same thing. And today I was in the shower. Well, the first thing is, last week I was in the car with Maxie, and I don't remember where we was going, but Break My Soul came on, and my baby was jamming out. He was like, can you send me this later? He was all into it. And it low-key changed my perspective a little bit. Let me listen to the words and stuff. Let me see what is this really saying. So all week I've been seeing the song pop up on my feed on different TikToks and stuff like that. And I low-key was feeling the vibe, okay? And I had to tell myself, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to retract your statement if at first you didn't like it and it had to grow on you, or, you had to be on the right vibration to receive it. I feel like that's a message in itself. So today when I went to go take my shower, I'll usually cleanse myself in the shower. I'll do like a shower in total darkness. And sometimes I might have no music playing. Sometimes I might just play like binaural beats or falsetto frequencies. And today I was like really pushed to put on that Beyonce album or whatever. And I will say, like, there's some really positive messages in there. And there's one specific lyric that I want to share with you guys. So in one part of Break My Soul, she says, if you don't seek it, you won't see it. That we all know. If you don't think it, you won't be it. That love ain't yours. Trying to fake it, you'll never make it. That we all know. You can have the stress and not take less. I'll justify love. And then she says basically that we going round and round in circles trying to look for love. We searching for love. We go up, we go down. We searching for love, and we looking for something that lives inside. So that really resonated with me heavy, because it just talks about like your mindset and what it is that you believe, what it is that you start to really think about, and then how it starts to manifest in your physical reality. Because the more you think about it, you're like, oh, I got to take action. I got to take action. You know what I mean? And then just like what true fulfillment is, and the more that you ascend, the more you understand that real fulfillment is not something that you're going to find inside of a romantic relationship. It's not something your friends or parents is even going to be able to give you. It's not something you're going to get from work. It's like literally within, and all those other things are distractions. What was that? A literal distraction, y'all. So I really want to just touch on a little bit where I am personally in my ascension, because as my collective, I've like really came to some realizations recently. And for the longest I was like, why is my channel not growing? Because like I know my power, and in my personal readings I know how effective they are. But I had to realize that like my collective is not a large group of people, okay? My messages are meant to reach a specific group of people. And if you're part of that group, then this is why you found me. This is why you reach out to me. This is why you watch my videos. So I have come to terms with that. Like my ego is not going to stop me from putting out those messages, because I know it's like just certain people that are supposed to receive these messages. So over the weekend, and I'm still like getting through it. Well, let me retrack. So if you guys watched a couple videos ago, I talked about I was in the hospital and I have Crohn's disease. So Crohn's disease is a form of IBS. It's basically an autoimmune disease. It's not curable. So, everything that I eat, everything that I drink, it affects my digestive system. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm like more spiritual, I realize how everything is all connected, and like how autoimmune diseases are really heavily triggered by stress and things. But it be your mindset, and then it starts to affect your confidence. You know what I mean? And that's all affected, like how your gut health is affected. So as I was sick in the hospital, I was in there for about a week, and when I came back, I was like a different version of myself. It's to the point that my reality manifested so quickly. So like when I got out the hospital 3 days later, I picked up and moved to Illinois with my girlfriend. That is what I mean by like my reality shifted so fast, because my mindset, I finally was able to like push through that. I feel like somehow in there I was like had a healing transformation. So then the past weekend, I got a head cold, and like I rarely get sick. For somebody who has a low immune system, I rarely get sick, like maybe once a year. And it's probably because my kids gave it to me, and we're always on top of each other. But so I'm like, wake up one day and I have this huge tension headache. Okay. So I feel like this is something that the collective is going to start experiencing, these ascension symptoms, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? I cannot even breathe. Okay. And I wasn't having no type of throat cold at all. Like I felt okay, except for the fact that I had this raging headache, and there was so much pressure inside my sinuses, like all up in here, okay? It was just ridiculous. And I felt like this for about 3-4 days. And then eventually I started to feel a little bit sore in the throat. And I was like, what the fuck? And then yesterday I was scrolling through TikTok and I seen not one but two TikTok videos where first this girl was talking about her own experience, and she was saying how like about the lower chakras, how the lower chakras get healed, and then you have like this opening of your upper chakras. And when I was in the hospital, like my lower chakras had really went through something or whatever, like they really transformed. And so then this past week, like my upper chakras was really going through it. They was like, come on girl, we got stuff to do, like we gonna have to get this energy up out of us. We need to what is that called when you like clear your system out? Like, what the fuck? Girl, it's like, say it's not like a diet, but it's like when you almost like fasting, but it's not fasting. It's just, oh, a detox. Girl, what the fuck? So a detox, that's what it is. It was like your body needs to detox. So you might be having some symptoms like that. You might have some stomach pain issues one week, or you might feel like your confidence is going through a change, like trying to figure out, who am I? What do I like? What do I want to wear? Blah, blah, blah. And then the next week you're gonna might feel like a little throat chakra blockage, you know what I'm saying? You might start feeling like pressure or headaches or the ringing of the ears, you know what I'm saying? It's just like your spirit guides really clearing you out. I've said this in past videos before. And one thing that my spirit team will do when I'm like getting an upgrade is they will put me to sleep. And like not figuratively, literally. And this past week, I was knocked out for like the whole day for at least 3 days. Like even when I was trying to get up and move around and do what I had to do, it was like my spirit team was like, no, girl, fuck them kids. Fuck the relationship, fuck work, whatever it is that you do in school, we don't care. You need to get this upgrade. And I literally was asleep for so many hours. Like even now I still feel exhausted. So you guys might even have some of those feelings and feeling exhausted. Make sure that you're honoring your body and listening to yourself. When your body is saying rest, get those naps in when you can, or just like set a boundary to turn off your phone and go to bed at 9 o'clock. Like seriously, get into that, because spirit is connecting with us through dreams in this next coming month, and it's going in. Something that I really, really, really want to talk about, and then I'm gonna start on these different piles, like for real, is the first thing is the inner child healing, specifically to do with the parents. Okay. You might be going through something with your relationships with your parents. You might be one of those people who cut your parents off, or maybe you just finally came to the conclusion that, you know, your parents got their own trauma that they're healing from too, and you just gotta put you first, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the relationship. Like me personally, my mom passed away, so I never really got to get clarity through a lot of the issues that I had with her, but we connect on a spiritual level, so we've healed a lot together. Um and my relationship with my father is just like the basis of that to me. It's oh well when I'm in my ego, and when I allow myself to express my feelings, I'm like having heavy grief around the idea that I'll never have the relationship with my father that I want to have, you know. But it's something that I really want you guys to understand, which is that this is the journey that you chose when you descended into earth, okay? When you incarnated, when you signed that contract, and yes, your relationships with your parents can be karmic, you agreed to have this difficulties in your relationship with your parents, or this separation from them, because you need to be on your own. You need to be on your own so you can really embody that Virgo energy, to make decisions for yourself, to be the most authentic version of yourself, and to really find your tribe of people that are supposed to build you up and stuff like that. Because what happens is when we stay in those environments around people who have not done the work themselves, we just, it it stunts our growth, you know what I'm saying? And it makes us hide versions of ourselves or who we are. It makes us have limited thinking, and like we don't need that shit. We got work to do. Like, you have a huge purpose. If you are part of my collective, you have a huge purpose. And the reason you have access to this information is because spirit is doing work through you. And you might not be able to see the big picture yet, but like, trust me, in the big scheme of things, that relationship with your parents is not a big deal. I know it feels shitty sometimes, but like, that's all I had to really say. And just the last note is that I really want you guys to really start getting into past life work, because that's just for my collective. That's why my name is Karmic Sight Gal. Like, I see the karmic energy. I see the past lives. Like, so that you have that gift too. It's just a matter of opening yourself up to believe that, like, being really in touch with your dreams. If you smoke or if you drink, whatever things you might do, don't do it before bed. Just like, let your guides really connect with you, okay? So with that all being said, sheesh, I'm sorry guys, I'm really going to jump into the reading. So the first thing is, the first deck I have is the True Hearts into, what the fuck is this? True Heart? Yes. Okay. The True Heart and Tarot deck. This is the first deck. Okay. Now the second deck we have is the Osho Zen Oracle deck. And then the third one is the Kaleidadope Tarot, Color and Culture. Okay. So taking a look at these three different decks, you can go ahead and pause and like maybe meditate on the energy of each one, and you decide which pile is for you, which one is calling for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and shuffle. You know, guys, I'm going to have to shuffle. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, and archangels for being in this space with us today. Thank you, Hecate and Osiris. We appreciate you, and I ask you to please send out the messages to this first group in the collective, what it is that they need to hear today. Oh, girl, already. Okay. Spirit really wants me to give you an affirmation. My spirit team loves the affirmations, so we're gonna do that. Okay. Let me just pull one affirmation for you guys. One affirmation, spirit. I think maybe that's something this group that you guys really want to get into, is start doing affirmations. I think heavy on the mind here, heavy on the actions here in this group. So you guys really want to get into like really reprogramming yourself. So if affirmations work for you, if you can repeat affirmations every day, then do that. Even like what I said about listen to the different frequencies, then do that. What you heavily need to be working on is your mindset right now, okay? Now, the chakra that we got today is the 5th chakra, which is the throat. And it says expressing my feelings. This is so interesting. So last week on the podcast, I already said this. We talked about grief. And grief is heavily tied into the throat chakra, okay? It really is. If you're not really allowing the stages of grief to flow through you, it's going to affect all your chakras, but for sure it does affect the throat chakra, okay? It affects all of those upper chakras. So let me just pick one. All right. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. That's a beautiful message, period. All right, so jumping right in. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands. Okay. And to me, this is like the affirmation of the week for today's episode. We're recording today. We record, I've got time on Thursdays. And today's affirmation is I am the creator of my reality, because we're talking about manifestation on the next episode. I am the creator of my reality. The first thing is, not only is he basically shooting out these messages, right? This communication out into the universe. He's radiating God's light, okay? But I really, really, really want to get in close and look at the different sections of his brain. In this group, it's really super important that in this next week, you really allow yourself to process your emotions and feel them. And one thing is to pay attention to the different coping mechanisms that you choose to use. We choose our coping mechanisms based off of our trauma responses. We choose them based off of what has comforted us the longest, since maybe like childhood or even past life type things. But another thing that we choose our comfort is based off of which part of the brain you're going to get a response in. What endorphins is it going to fulfill you to? So like, you know, we got the endorphins that make you happy. We have the endorphins you get from love, you know, different things that kind of like boost your vibration. And we almost get addicted to those feelings. So if we're in a low vibrational state, we'll do whatever to get that high, to get that fix. And sometimes that looks like things that are actual harm for us, like overspending, or you know, being in a toxic relationship that has all those up and downs. It's like we get so addicted to it. So I really want you guys to pay attention this week into like where it is that you're getting that stimulation from, and if it's for your highest good. The first card we have coming out for you this week, group 1, is the 5 of discs, okay? This to me, oh my God, on a level is not only your third eye being open and you creating that reality there, but like there's layers to this card. So first we got to look at this, which is Pentacles, which is about being grounded, being stable. This is that earth energy, okay? But what we really want to look at first is our inner reality. Or even, how can I say this? Okay, what I really want to say to you guys is that everything is not what it seems. So when you look at this card, it looks like that maybe the flowers, the grass, this is the outside, right? And the eye, the darkness, that's the inside. But I want you to understand it's the reverse. The inside here, where the eye is, this is where you're manifesting your reality. This is your inner thoughts. This is your past experiences, all of that stuff. And then what you do is you project it outwards and to create your reality. So even if you are physically in a dark place, you have the power within you to create that abundance in your physical reality. And a lot of times in reading, they say, oh, abundance is on its way. Abundance is on its way. And the truth is that abundance is here. It's just a matter of your perspective and point of view and what it is that you are allowing yourself to believe and eventually willing into your reality, okay? Spirit is saying, I'm hearing like eyes wide shut. Have you ever heard that? Like, is that a movie? Eyes wide shut. Okay, what does that even mean? I'm just gonna have to look that up real quick. It is a movie. Oh my God. Okay, so it says Eyes Wide Shut is a 1999 erotic psychological mystery drama film directed and produced by Stanley Kubrick. What is this about, though? Okay, so I'm not about to even read this whole thing to y'all, but this movie is heavily focused on like temptations, different realities. Um, I'm gonna watch this movie and I'm gonna come back to y'all, group one, about my thoughts on this. But I don't know where it's streaming because all I did was just look it up. Let me see where is it streaming. I feel like this is something y'all need to see. Okay, it ain't really streaming in no good places. It says you can rent it from from iTunes, Redbox, DirecTV, Google Play, Microsoft, and AMC. That's kind of annoying. But maybe it's on YouTube, y'all. So, I don't know. I feel like that means something. I'm going to just leave that right there. Now, the next card that we got is Two of Swords. And y'all know what Two of Swords is like, okay? Two of Swords is all about those conflicting energies, okay, within you. And choosing to create balance in your life. Choosing to ground yourself. Like, you see, oh, girl, she's first of all in a damn yoga pose. But ultimately, she's grounded, which is allowing her to channel and direct her thoughts. On one side of the brain, she has, you know, the day, the light side of her. And on the other side, she channels her shadow side. Okay. And it's perfectly balanced. And that is what spirit is urging you to do, is to find that perfect balance between your shadow and your light. Going through that darkness is going to bring you to some places that you've never thought that you could reach. And it's really amazing and really beautiful. Highly recommended. 4 out of 4 stars. Okay. The next card that we got is the Three of Disc. Okay. So we are looking at a time of celebration. Oh man, the lighting is really being weird. Like, I thought I was tripping, but like, it's not. I'm gonna see when I edit and go back if what's really good. But so, Three of Pentacles, this is a time of celebration. This is also a time of sharing resources. So I feel like within this next week, you are definitely going to be opened up or having offerings brought to you to either share resources, to celebrate together, and to realize the value of friendship. I feel like that's really important for you to think about this week, is the value of friendship, okay? And the last card that we have coming out for you, group one, is the Queen of Wands, okay? And you know, Queen of Wands energy is really saying that, like, to let your passions lead you. Let love lead you. What is it that you want? What is it that basically turns you on about life? Like, what is going to make the time that you have here on earth worth it? And taking action towards those things, okay? Allowing that to really manifest in your reality. You are the creator. You have all the tools that you need. And I know that seems like just some shit that every spiritualist says, but like, it is real, y'all. So that is the reading for you guys this week. I really hope that you have an amazing week. And if you want further clarity, or if you want to get a reading for yourself, go ahead and book with me. You can hit the link in the description box. What is up, group 2? If you did pick group 2, this is the Osho Zen Oracle deck. Thanks for joining me in this video. Ooh. I feel like group 2, you're going to start to experience a little bit more ease in your life, a little bit more flow, things just falling together naturally. Know what I'm saying? What'd I say? I just love when the messages clarify what I say in the channel message or what I've been thinking. Oh my God. Okay, y'all. We're having a lot of 6 energy here, and this is super interesting. I've been seeing a lot of angel numbers, but the most angel numbers I have been seeing is like 6s and 8s, which is extremely good. And this morning I was taking the kids to the bus stop, and there was this huge spider web outside, like where I usually park my car and wait for them to get on the bus. But there was no spider in it. Oh, we all coming. We all coming. Okay. Wow, we love to see it. Girl. Okay, let me start with an affirmation. Let me pull an affirmation for you guys. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, angels and archangels, Hecate and Osiris. Thank you for being in this space with us. Please allow me to send the messages that are necessary for group 2, what it is that they need to hear for this week. Okay, group 2. Now, group 2 is the solar plexus. It says oneness and unity. Yes. Okay. Now, listen to this, y'all. I find common ground with others rather than differences, as this brings harmony into my life and theirs. Okay. Now, common ground doesn't necessarily mean like things that you have in common. It means that being able to meet in a stable place, even though you're having disagreements. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm like in my flavor voice. Wow. Okay. So the first card we have chilling on the bottom of the deck is an 8. What did I say, you guys? And we're looking at guilt. Okay. The first thing, just looking at the other cards that I want to say, group 2, is that you are really having happier times. Even if you don't realize it yet, because that's the thing, is sometimes we be already in a new reality, but it hasn't synced up to us mentally that we're not where we used to be. So we're still doing the same stuff, or just still on that low vibration, not realizing that you're already living in a manifestation. Okay. And like a lot of times we do that out of, guilt. We do it because we don't feel deserving of it, because our past experience, maybe because we never had it. We do it because we feel guilty because we couldn't bring other people with us. You know what I'm saying? And we do it because it's kind of a trauma response to like seek out the things that make us feel like a little bit shitty, because we almost get like an endorphin high off of it. I was just saying this like in group 1. So, you know, it's all mental. Like, you see how this girl has a whole cloud around her, but it's literally beautiful flowers above her, all around her. And mentally in her head, she feels like she's having attacks, like psychic attacks. And although psychic attacks do be happening, one thing I want you guys to realize is that sometimes it be your own energy. I remember one time I was talking to my friend Ro, and she had one of her clients text her. First of all, if you are like a spiritual person and you like real deep in it, and maybe your closest friends is not spiritual at all, I really encourage you to like seek out relationships with people who are just as spiritual as you, who are like ascended on the same level as you, because it really does do something for you. Like I love connecting with my friend Ro, because we be on the same shit. Our minds is just here. What's understood don't need to be explained. And not in a gaslighty or validate you type of way, but just in that common ground way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't agree or believe everything or the same things, but it makes a huge difference having relationships around you with people that are on the same level. So, oh yeah, so what was I saying? One time I was on the phone with her, and one of her clients had texted her, and she was like, what does it mean when, you know, you feel like people are sending you bad energy, like this and that? And the scenario that she named, I was like, girl, like, it's her. It's not nobody else. Like, just intuitively, when you go around so many different people and you like, oh, people are hating men on me, it's so much bad energy, you know, people talking shit about me behind my back, and the whole time nobody's talking about you, nobody's hating on you. It's literally in your mind, and you've had so much negative experiences that you are projecting that onto your new experiences instead of like being present in the reality of what's happening to you right now. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, that's your energy this week. If you're feeling a little bit of guilty, or you feel like things are too good to be true, they're not. You deserve every last bit of it. So we're going to jump right into the reading. The first card coming out with the energy of 6 is, which is unconditional love, okay? Is the dream, okay? Now, one thing that I really want to say is don't get so caught up in your dream, or you know what it is that you want to come into the manifestation, that you're blocking your blessings because it's not specifically what you wanted, okay? Looking at this card, that's the energy that I'm getting. It's almost like a anti-gratitude, because whatever it is that she's longing for, like in this one, she's longing for love, and so it makes her feel like who she is right now is incomplete, or it's not enough, or that she just can't be happy alone, you know what I'm saying? Because she just has this whole dream of love. I feel like group 2, you are manifesting love. You're manifesting real love. If you see the girl, she's like just kind of sad, or like longing for this feeling, and she probably got a bunch of great friends. She probably got you know, a fulfilling job. Her parents love her, and like sometimes we be like so focused on trying to get this one thing this one way that we don't realize that it's already manifested into our reality. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that. And although it's okay to continue to manifest your dreams, and to look forward to having that, also just having the gratitude for what you do have, and sending that love back out to the people in your life that are able to reciprocate. Okay, my phone's really blowing me right now because it keeps stopping as I'm recording because I don't have enough storage. And I feel like that's a message within itself. Like, you need to be able to let some things go so that you can create something new. And I feel like either you are holding on to like the feelings of a past real love that you used to have, or you're just so focused, like holding tight, so focused on creating and manifesting this love, and you're holding so fast on that, and the universe isn't going to give you that specific thing because that's not really what you need. But once you open yourself up to all the possibilities that there is, you will attract what is right for you. So the next card that we have coming out is also the energy of 6, and this is compromise. I think if you are in this group and you're already into a relationship, I think that in a sense you might be mourning like what the relationship used to be, like that honeymoon phase of, oh man, I used to really like, we used to do this and we used to do that and stuff like that. And when back in the days that was enough and it felt like it was unconditional love. But the thing is that there's a lot of things that go into unconditional love, and usually the things that matter in a relationship aren't going to be the things that everybody else sees. It's not going to be the stuff that you post on Instagram. And real unconditional love requires compromise, okay? A lot of the times in relationships, the things that we're asking from our partner, we have yet to realize that we're also not capable of giving that either. And if we are capable of it, we don't do it with intention. So, you know, with this Gemini energy is giving that your partner is reflecting you and you're reflecting your partner. So whatever that you feel like is the root of the problem is not being resolved because you guys are just matching each other's energy. Okay. Match the energy of what you want. Don't match the energy of what you have. That's like a real key in manifestation, and it's not specific to relationships. So, you know what I'm saying? If you want that romance, if you want that loving back, then be the one to start it. Plan a date. You know what I'm saying? Start to be more affectionate. communicate. Like that throat chakra is very real. And also like forgive yourself for who you were before or what you weren't able to do in a relationship before. If you've messed up or made mistakes, I feel like that's something that you need to know. And be ready to compromise if the type of relationship you want is affectionate, is loving, is intimate, has that unconditional love within it. Be ready to compromise, okay? Real relationships require compromise. And when I say real, I mean that it is grounded in intimacy, is grounded in authenticity, okay? The next card that we have coming out is the energy of 3. This same card also came out, of course, in a different deck for pile 1. So I feel like this is a collective message. And really just realizing that it's okay to celebrate now. Even if you haven't got to your big goal that you wanted, celebrate the small wins. One thing that I love to do is break my goals up, okay? If I want to be $1 million business, my first goal is going to be getting 1 sale. I'm not going to be like, oh, I want to get 500 sales. Just start small. Start small and congratulate yourself and allow yourself to be celebrated by the small things, okay? What's really coming to my mind is that Jhené Aiko song, and she said, get some rain with my sunshine, get some rain with some sunshine. Like, rain is so beautiful. I used to hate rain, but now it's like very therapeutic for me because I realize how cleansing it is and how necessary it is for the rain to bring us through. And even how sometimes the rain kind of puts you into like a groggy or sad feeling, being present in that, because what it does is it pulls those emotions out of so that we can be releasing it and then rejoice when we have the opportunity, okay? So when you are going into this next week and you have the opportunity for celebration, celebrate yourself. You deserve it. You deserve to be happy. There's no need for this ultra extra pieces of guilt that you have thinking that you can't have everything that you want. Like, come on now. Now, the last card that we have coming out, group 2, is adventure, okay? I love, love, love the energy of this card because it's all about being excited for what's coming next, okay? It's about being open and flexible to the changes that are happening in your life. Change is fucking scary as hell. Like, I am okay with change. I'm okay with doing different things, but nothing scares me more than the feeling of uncertainty and not knowing what's coming next. Just know that what's coming next is way better than what you had before because you're different, you're better, and that's why your reality is manifesting into even better things. And even if you feel like, oh, I keep losing stuff, I keep letting go of stuff, like you're really grieving a lot of these things, it's very necessary, like I said, for you to be cleansed and for you to release and let go of things so that you can move into your new chapter ready for what's next and excited for what's next and not filled with anxiety. You see this little girl, that's like really significant because it embodies the inner child. When we're little kids, we're encouraged to explore. We're encouraged to try new things. I don't know what happens as we begin to move into adulthood that people feel like it's discouraged to like change your mind a lot or to explore or try new things. If you can relate to that, if you're a person like me who just does a lot of different shit or like will quit one thing and start another thing in 3 months, don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad about that because this is a part of your journey. First of all, you're building up your skills because you are a jack of all trades. And the saying goes, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but sometimes better than a master at one. Do you understand that? So what that means is that you might not be the best computer programmer, but you are a very good computer programmer, a very good writer, a very good author, a very good friend, a very good wife, a very good husband. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you have all these different multifaceted parts of you, it only completes you and leads you to fulfillment rather than thinking that you have to go to this one source to become a master at something. Do you understand? And this master is really speaking to me because yesterday and today, a few days ago, I had started watching this movie with Regina Hall in it. It's on Amazon and it's called Master. And in the movie, Regina Hall is the first black woman to become a master at this racist ass college. And what a master is basically I guess they're in charge of one of the campus houses. I don't understand. Now the movie had a lot of like behind the scenes like messages and shit in it. Check it out if you're interested. It is a little bit on the, I want to say like mystery slash, not horror, but like it's a little creepy. It's definitely not horror though. Check that out. So that's the reading that I have for you guys today, group 2. I am sending you into this next week with so much love, abundance, and just healing vibrations. If you want to book with me for a personal reading, you can do so by clicking the link in the description or going to fullmoonbeauties.com. And I will see you next week. What is good, group 3? If you chose the third deck, which is the Kaleidadope Color and Culture Tarot, you in the right place, baby. I'm going to start by shuffling. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, archangels, ancestors, Hecate, and Osiris. Thank you so much for being with us today. Ooh, I don't use this deck this much, so it's not as pliable as my other decks. It's not as flexible. And I feel like that is a message in itself for this group, is becoming more flexible, even if it's not something that you're used to, even if it's something that is not practiced often. Practice makes progress. Ooh, yes. This deck is so interesting to me because this almost looks like a fingerprint. And you know how fingerprints are unique to each person. None of us have the same fingerprint. And then also the designs on our fingerprints mean different things that can be indicated within our personality. It's almost like another layer of astrology, if you will. You know what I'm saying? It's like our genetic code. We're not even realizing that we have that. Spirit wants you to know, group 3, that you have been a little bit too stubborn. Okay, I think you're being a little bit stubborn as far as leaning into your most authentic self, and maybe getting a little bit too comfortable where you are. Okay. This reading is heavy, heavy, heavy on coins. So that it says a lot about your more material and physical stability. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to pull the affirmation for you guys, okay? Just real quick. What is it that you guys need to hear for the week? Just with it. Oh, okay. So you guys got the solar plexus chakra, just like the second group. It says the third chakra, the warrior. Baby, this is so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you, group 3. I feel called to read all 4 of these affirmations, so I'm gonna do so. I embrace my inner strength, power, and resilience, and I allow myself to shine. I unfold my full potential as an empowered person with a true sense of who I am. I grow in consciousness as I overcome and transcend life challenges. I need the warrior inside me for the journey ahead, and I am courageous in moving forward. Oh, so strong, so powerful. So this week, group 3, you are really embodying the warrior, or you're allowing that to really push through, okay? This Virgo energy, it brings things out of us that other signs don't, because Virgo's a very real sign, okay? We're really honest to the point of fault, to the point of judgment, to the point of criticism. And Spirit is not encouraging you to judge or criticize yourself, but they're encouraging you to keep it real about the things that you want. What is it that you truly want? And like knowing that you have the strength to go for it. Allowing yourself to be filled with the confidence that you can, that you will, that you are, and that you is. You know what I mean? So at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Ace of Cups. And I just real Philly called to even pull the next card, which we have is the Fool, baby. Yes. Okay. So first thing, Ace of Cups is all about opportunities for emotional fulfillment. Okay. It's all about allowing yourself to be present in your emotions and to gain healing through that. Knowing that you deserve peace, you deserve happiness, you deserve abundance. And it's all connected, like I said before. So if emotionally you are feeling something, those emotions eventually are going to impact your mind, and then you're going to start to believe a certain way. And then when you start to believe a certain way, it's going to encourage you to act a certain way, and then you're going to actually be able to create the life that you deserve. Spirit says that you're on a new journey right now. Okay, you about to jump off the deep end. And when they say like jumping off the deep end, it means that you're all in. It means that you have finally committed to exactly what it is that you want. Sometimes we block our manifestations because we be trying to like, what am I saying? It just gone. Okay. I guess that's it. You're blocking your manifestations. Period. There's no explanation needed. Now, interesting enough, this person's actually on a bungee jump. So what this is really saying to me is that your spirit team is there guiding you and protecting you, okay? As you go after this emotional fulfillment, know that you're being guided through this. Know that you're not going to fall and you're not going to break your heart again, okay? Believe that. Believe that. You are a different version of yourself, so you're not seeking the same experiences. You are not attracted to the same energy that you used to be attracted to. So allow yourself to be present in the love that you want to receive. Allow yourself to exude that, to attract it, and to jump off the deep end, baby. Like, go all in, whatever it is. Whether it is going all in on your business, going all in a relationship, going all in for your kids. Do what you got to do. Do what is necessary, because it's only going to expand your life and bring you more fulfillment, bring you more peace, bring you more joy. I love that. Now, the first card that we have coming out is the Page of Swords. So I feel like right now you are kind of in this like premature stage of like thinking and planning. What should I do next? What can I do? What opportunities are in front of me? I was checking my email this morning, and every day I get a notification from the Edgar Case Foundation, and it's one of the Edgar Case like readings. It's just one of them, right? I'm gonna read the ones that, of course, my computer wants to turn off. So today for September 1st, it says, each day is an opportunity. As you do the first step, the next step is shown to you. You don't have to think out a whole motherfucking plan. You don't have to plan something 5 years in advance. I mean, you can, but honestly, God just laughs at plans. So whatever you just spent all this time and energy into, like trying to plan so far ahead, you need to focus on right now, my friend. You need to focus on right now. So your spirit team is telling you all you have to do is make that first leap. All you have to do is take that first chance, and they're going to be right there showing you what is the next step to take. What is the next thing to do? What is the next opportunity that's being granted towards you? Okay. Now, the next card that we have is the Two of Coins. Okay. And this is all about balance, baby. This is about being intentional with this Virgo season, really creating the schedule that you need to support what it is that you want. If I want my channel to blow up, baby, I got to get more consistent. And I'm not. I'm not. So it's like all about creating that balance and asking yourself, what do I want? Okay, are my current actions really going to grant me these opportunities? And If they are, maybe you just need to change it up completely and try something totally different. Maybe this is not what's in alignment with you. Like, sometimes it almost makes me think about those people who've been rapping for like 30 years, but they still haven't got on. They still have no buzz. They still haven't been signed. And it's like, you might enjoy rapping. It might be very exciting for you, but you're not meant to be no famous rapper. Sometimes we be like really wanting something, but it's not in alignment with the purpose that God has for our life. So that goes back to letting things go when it's time to let it go. Because if you've been putting in a lot of work for a long time and it's not getting you nowhere, and you can really, truly, honestly say, I've been putting in the work, I've been doing it, I've been consistent, blah, blah, blah. I'm having balance. Everything, I thought I was in alignment, but it's still not coming. That means that you're not in alignment. It means that that is not for you. So find the balance. This is so interesting and cute too, because my daughter started gymnastics last week. And she's so excited. But you know, in gymnastics, they're so flexible. And they be literally jumping through hoops. Like, they're literally be doing flips. You know what I'm saying? And Spirit wants you to understand that it's not that you shouldn't be jumping through hoops. It's not that you shouldn't be doing flips for niggas. The thing is, why is it worth it? Is it worth it? A while ago on the episode, on the podcast, I said something like, is the juice worth the squeeze? And it's like, after you put in all that work to squeeze the juice out that lemon, and then you taste your food and it barely has no lemon flavor, was it fucking worth it? No. Be mindful of what you're directing your energy to, and if it's even worth it. Like, and if it's not, it's time to let it go. Try something totally different and find balance in your everyday activities, okay? This Virgo season is here to help you with that. It's going to be more easier during this time to commit to a schedule, to commit to a routine, to get into practice with something. So the next is the 5 of Swords, okay? And this is really making me feel like your mindset may be feeling like a little bit defeated right now. Like, you've been putting in all the work, but you still don't see it coming into fruition. You still don't see it coming into manifestation. And like with this number 5, it's just Spirit is encouraging you to welcome change into your life and to welcome something totally different than what you're used to. I see a lot of comparison. I feel a lot of comparison with the energy of this card as well, like with the 5 and the 0. And you might look at a 5 and you say, oh, that's a higher score. I want to be a 5. I want to be a 5. I want to be a 5. But I'm a 5. 5's always changing. 5's always moving. 5's always remaining flexible. And it's a difficult path to leave. Now, of course, a 0 is not like a life path number, but say like if you were embodying the vibration of 0. 0 is about new beginnings, it's fresh energy, it's unlimited, because 0 almost carries the same energy of like an infinity. You know what I'm saying? That you can't quantify it. So it's all about having a different perspective. Spirit wants you to know, like, what is it that you believe right now? And that is what is manifesting your reality now. If you totally, really, truly believe that you're going to make it, then you will. But a lot of us, we say we believe it. We say we're going to make it. But if we really believed it, wouldn't we be consistent? Wouldn't we really be putting all the energy that we could into something? And if you're not, then I feel like you should consider something else. And that's okay. The last card that we have is 8 of Coins, and flat out, point blank, period. Spirit says that when you put in the work, you will be rewarded for that. And you got to understand that rewards come in differently. You might not get $1 million this year, or you will get $1 million this year. But how are you looking at what you do have? What are you grateful for now? Okay. So like, you may have a good job and you may be ready to leave that job, but like, you don't have to pay co-pays for your medical health. You get free glasses. You go to the dentist 3 times a year. It's like really thinking in the moment, although you want something else, still embodying that gratitude for what you have now, the current space you are now. And with this pencil there, understanding that you are writing and manifesting your reality. This is all a choice, okay? You're all choosing this. And at any time, you can erase it and start over. You can. You have that power within you. And if you put in the work, you will get the results. If you don't put in the work, you won't get the results. And if you put in the work towards the wrong things, you'll get results, but it won't be what you want. I hope that this energy was good for you. The reading was helpful, and I am sending you guys into the week with so much love, abundance, and peace. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so by clicking the link in the description box or going to my website, fullmoonbeauties.com. As always, you can check out my podcast. As always, you can check out my podcast, I've Got Time. We are streaming everywhere. That is Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon. We're even on Audible, Anchor FM. And then, of course, you can check in with us on TikTok. We post clips from recording the show every week. And then on Twitter, we tweet a lot of stuff that we talked about during the episode. And on Instagram, we have like a lot of inspirational content that you can get with us on. So I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.